Hey, this October report is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, especially Cancer Ascendant. If you don't know where your Ascendant is, make sure that you go on the birth chart calculator, get that done, or get a reading set up with me. Link is in the description, okay? All right, so Cancer. All right, we're going to start this month off with Mars conjuncting Venus in your third house. All right, third house. What is the third house? That's siblings, cousins, the neighborhood that you're in. So your drive could be to, get right in your neighborhood. Maybe fix your lawn up, make sure your area is right. Or it could be building new relationships with your family members, with your cousins. You might have a cousin that, you're connecting with in a certain kind of way. And it's about talking and getting the right information from them, and a powerful transformation at that in that area. Pluto is going to trine this. So Pluto, right now I'm just checking my notes. Pluto's going to be in your Pluto in your seventh house, hitting your third. So that could even be, powerful commitments and contracts that could be binding. Usually the third and the seventh, that's contracts right there. So you could be like, solidifying a contract in your local area, with somebody. Because with Venus being in the third too, love is local. Love is up the street around the corner. So it could be that. It could be you joining with somebody that you've been liking, that lives up your block around the corner, and you're digging them. And maybe you guys are coming together in some crazy, powerful way. Could be some kind of local romance going on too. But just your drive is about staying in the local area. Maybe a lot of short trips. Could be taking a whole bunch of little quick rides here and there. Then you got this full moon, right? The full moon that's coming to your 10th house, Cancer. Aries rules your 10th house, right? So this full moon at 12 degree Aries, wherever it might, make sure you find out where 12 degrees Aries is, because that's also, will give you indication of how this full moon is going to affect you, right? So there's conclusions coming into your work sphere, your reputation, either, you finally can see the effects of something that you've been doing towards work, finally coming to a conclusion. Either you've been being a jerk and you finally just get fired, right? Or you've been being a great on the job and you get a promotion, or they say, you know what? You don't need to be temp no more. You need to come onto the team. So it could be for some people, getting onto the team, building up even deeper, and we're creating deeper foundations in their job, or just leaving a job. You might get tired of a job that you didn't like, a whole career field that you've been doing, and you might say, you know what, it's time to move on. So if you're feeling that and you're ready to change careers, I feel you, and it's all right. You're in alignment with the times. You're in alignment. So be careful with that. Not necessarily be careful, but just be conscious of the fact that there's some serious changes that are coming in your career and your reputation sector. How are you being seen? Who is she or he, right? Who is he known as? That could change, right? So now you've got Mercury in Libra, right, in your fourth house, squaring Pluto, that's going to be in your seventh. This starts to come, we start talking about this like late second week into the third, early fourth week, early third week. Second and third week is when we start to see these rough aspects happening, okay? This is where we start to see how, power struggles could be. There could be a power struggle in your home. Be careful who you let in your home. And be careful the people that you let in your home aren't trying to tell you what to do and what to do with it. Right? So I know we have those house guests that be like, girl, why you got these blue towels? They don't even match. Or, you need to change it. You need to cut down that tree. Look, don't even battle with the power struggles. Keep it moving. Say, you know what? Shut it down. Shut it down. Because the sun and Mercury, they could mess with your ego there. You can probably feel bullied or feel that pressure to just, no, I'm doing it the way I want to do it. Don't get too frustrated, right? Because there's also some more frustration that's coming with Mars is going to be squaring Saturn. Mars is arguments, all right? And it's going to square Saturn, which is in Sagittarius. And you got Mars in your fourth house, right? Right, Mars in Libra. And that's going to be squaring Saturn, right? So there's frustrations here that could be in the home as well. right? Make sure that if you get hot and frustrated and pissed off, that you don't let it blow over into the wrong sector, right? Because those are Mars, they're both malefic planets. So a lot of times their destruction can be felt long term because it's Saturn. So be careful you don't say anything that can be felt for a long time that you can't really take back. You know, Mars is that long term. I mean, Saturn is that long term, and Mars is anger. And it could also just be old anger issues that you just been letting seethe under the surface. It could come out here, you know. As far as you taking the right steps, I believe you can do it, Cancer. I believe you can. Don't let yourself get discouraged in that area, right? So now I say that things will get better and ease off once you got that Mars squaring Saturn aspect coming on. Then you start to get to the Mercury moving into Scorpio, right? And we want Mercury to move into Scorpio only because, I mean, it conjuncts Jupiter. It gets right snuggled next to Jupiter. With Mercury come together with Jupiter, we got good news coming, good information, positive thoughts on a certain topic, right? Now, where is Scorpio in your chart? Scorpio is in the 5th house. So that could be good news. I mean, maybe a new love interest could be coming up for those of you that are looking for love. You could get news that somebody likes you, that you might have a new crush, okay? You could get news of a new project for those of you who are in the creative field. You guys could get new work, new job. Somebody could be talking about your work in the best light, and you could be like, oh my God, you love my work? Oh my goodness, you know, or your teacher could come down and say, oh my God, you know, you've mastered this now. Now you are the master. That's great. You know, so really hold on to that good news and look for it. I believe that's coming around the 18th of October, that good news. Take it. There's maybe somebody that you wanted to work with wants to work with you now. Good news. Just good news in that area. And then you have your new moon, okay, in your 4th house. The 4th house, that's the house of family, your roots, your ancestors. Where do you come from? Okay? And its depths. All right? Now that new moon, maybe you want to move. Maybe it's time to look for a new place to live. You know, that's fine. You know, these aspects could keep coming up. You know, your mom might be going through some new, or a mother figure in your life might be going through some new changes that could affect you. But the family life is coming into a new circle of change. A new life is being breathed into your home and your family life. So if you want to move, or if you want to renovate or do something real different to your living room, move around your furniture. I always say learn about feng shui. I love learning about feng shui because once I really got into it, I mean, I'd move around my furniture and it'd be like the air would change in the whole room. So I would recommend that for you guys. Move around some stuff by the end of the month. If you feel stagnant in any area of your life, move around some furniture. Get some stuff together, you know, and see how that flows for you. And then you got, you know, all these aspects going on this month. Just to recap, that 10th house full moon, if you got to walk away from a job, walk away. Tell them peace. If you have to, if you got something else lined up, of course. I don't want to tell nobody to quit their job and they don't got no money and then just desperate. Don't do that. But, you know, follow the tides. If it's time to move on, start looking for new work. That could be just the day that you say, you know what, I've had enough. I'm not going nowhere, but I will start looking for a new job now. You know what I'm saying? That works, okay? You know, the Mars conjuncting Venus in the 3rd. Love is local. If that's what you're looking for and you're interested in love, check out the local neighborhood spots. You might find something. And also media in the 3rd house. Is internet dating. You know, get on the internet dating site if you're looking for that. You know, and if you're in a relationship, you know, it could be time that you guys have some really important talks. Talks that change the dynamics of the relationship for good or bad. These don't have to be negative things. You know, it could just be, hey, baby, I want to try this now. Let's try this. Let's create a new agreement where we try this, you know. Or if you just want to come to better conclusions, better working cooperative situations, you know. And even with Mercury and Libra squaring that Pluto, It's about trying to compromise. Mercury's coming from a place of compromising. Pluto's like, no, this is my way or the highway. So if you're going through that with your partner, you know, where to put things in the house and where things should be, that's all right. You know, I say let them win. I say let the spouse win. If it's a square between the 7th and 4th, let them win. Because at the end of the day, nobody needs a headache over power struggles. At the end, nobody needs a headache over it. So don't let them do that to you mid-month. Stand focused, get in your meditation, eating right. Make sure you're handling things the best you can. All right? So if you like this reading and you want to get a more detailed reading, look at the link in the description because that will give you the next step into setting up a reading with me. If you like this painting here and you want to learn more about it, check out the link in the description again. All right, make sure you hit subscribe, like, share, do all those awesome things, and hit that bell so you can stay up on my next month's videos. Okay, and I wish you the absolute best, Cancer. I hope you have an amazing month. Stay cool.